Hello everyone, today we will be checking out the Creation Club quest, Shrouded Manor. First we have to go to Precinct 8. We must investigate the terminal to, check out and see what's going on. Find some Rat X in a wooden crate outside. Checking around, we can see all the bodies around the police precinct. So, a glowing rad roach. Seems that they had it barricaded and people were trying to get in. As we enter the building, we have more rad roaches, one falling from the ceiling, which is a little weird, but checking the cells, there's not much, nothing in the bathroom. But as we open one of the cells, we find a holotape. Eddie Winter Holotape 8. We'll go ahead and play it.
Palomar. Okay, my friend. I thought about it, and I've reached a decision on the Fallon's job. Your cut is exactly what you deserve. $0. Zilch. You heard me right. You get nothing. Yes, you cracked the safe, and yes, we got the diamonds. But you also tripped the alarm. Mackie got pinched, and that's entirely your fault. Now, when he gets out, Mackie's gonna want your head on a platter. I'm gonna give him your share instead. I say you're getting off easy. Eddie Winter, signing off.
We find the Warren Theater key inside the desk, and we find a Precinct 8 terminal. Precinct 8 terminal, 62577. Accessing secure network, connection lost. From Lieutenant Mitchell to Sergeant Callahan, subject Trevisani. As you know, we've been trying to pin something on Louis Trevisani for a long time. He claims this wealthy purveyor of Silver Shroud collectibles, even going so far as to call his estate Shroud Manor. We've suspected for years it's a front, but we haven't been able to make anything stick. Then the other day we got a lead from the detectives working that missing carpenter's case. You know, that 3 workers who disappeared without a trace, We put their mugs all over the news hoping someone would recognize them. Well, it turns out an eyewitness saw them walking into a house a few weeks before they vanished, Trevisani's house. Thing is, if we want to pin this on him, we're going to need something a little more solid than a half-blind Irish lady walking her dogs. Cambridge PD wants to run an undercover OP. We might be able to learn more about what happened to those carpenters if we had somebody on the inside. The problem is, half the cops at Cambridge Trevisani wants dead, and the other half are on his payroll. If we're going to do this, we need somebody outside the department. Somebody clean. So, now we have 7177 from Lieutenant Mitchell to Sergeant Callahan. Officer Isoli is the subject. I looked over your recommendations. She's a little green, but I think Officer Isoli is the right choice. Graduated top of her class, grew up in a tough neighborhood. For her to make it out of that godforsaken hellhole means she's got bigger balls than anyone on the force. Take her off the beat and set her up a meeting with her tomorrow. We don't want anyone seeing her in uniform. 71577. Lieutenant Mitchell to Sergeant Callahan, cover story. There's a bit of a complication. With the Carpenter investigation all over the news, Trevisani's turned completely paranoid, which means he's not taking on any new crew members. I'm intrigued, though, by your earlier suggestion that Officer Isola played to the man's baser instincts, which might work if we make it seem like the whole relationship was his idea. One of the directors at Hubris owes me a favor. Let's hold an open audition for extras and invite Trevisani over for a look-see. If he's really such a big fan of the show, he'll be happy to get a peek behind the curtain. 81477. Lieutenant Mitchell to Sergeant Callahan. She's in. My man at Hubris says the whole fake audition worked like a charm. It's going to take some time to reel him in, but at least he took the bait. The aspiring actress bit will help us with the meets too. We set her up with a job at the Warren Theater on Saturday nights, doing plays so boring there isn't a chance in hell Trevisani will show up. Especially because he thinks she's an idiot. Watching her stumble through the classics would just embarrass him. When the show's over, head on over to the dressing room. It's a fancy joint, but you don't want to stand out, so maybe wear that cheap tan suit you love so much. Use the key I sent you to open the drawer in the corner where the actors powder their face and leave their cigarettes. As for your girl, she's got guts. Just the thought of cozying up to that greasy bastard makes me want to vomit, but I hear she played the whole thing cool. Even had this cute little shtick about waiting until marriage, and it only made him more obsessed. She's a little naive, though, if she thinks a man like that is going to wait forever, but that's not our concern. Our job is to get dirt on Trevisani, whatever it takes. If it means throwing a rookie cop to the wolves, so be it. So they pretty much didn't really give a fuck about Officer Azola at all. They honestly didn't care. They were just gonna let him do whatever. But now we have to go to the Warren Theater. We gotta go to the backstage. So we'll head there now. As we enter the Warren Theater, we see the concession stand to the left. Not too much going on. Seems pretty empty. I have a Nuka-Cola machine, a couple signs, an open refrigerator. We'll hit the call button. We'll go up into the elevator. Alright, we enter the 4th floor. There's a little strange if you ask me. Looks like 4 naked mannequins. 2 of them in old school war outfits with guns. Find a couple outfits, black vests and slacks, sequin dress, etc. Several things you'd find. Go ahead and take the extinguisher as well. We find a bowler hat, which reminds me of a good old ox horn. Oh goodness. Go ahead and take the chef hat, sea captain, pack of cigarettes, wine bottle, bobby pin box. That's good. We use the Warren Theater key. We have a Officer Azola's note, Shrouded Manor key, and a silver dress. We'll go ahead and flip through all our stuff, and we'll find her note. I think Trevisani's goons followed me here, so I'm gonna keep this short. I'll try and come back next week, but if you don't hear from me then, I've left a spare key to the manor in this dresser. Other than that, I've got nothing else to report. I found a passage behind a bookcase that leads to Trevisani's office, but the vault's locked. Whatever's inside has got to have what you're looking for. Coupled with the stuff he's recorded on his holotapes, you should have more than enough to put him away. I know Lieutenant Mitchell wants something more tangible before you move in, but you've got to pull me out now. With everything that's gone down, Trevisani's getting more and more agitated, and at some point he's going to call me out on my bullshit. And as we exit the note, we find 3 trigger men ready to kill us. And using only 3 bullets, we take them all out. Now we have searched the trigger man's corpse. Couple bottle caps, a few rounds. We have a Shrouded Manor terminal password and the trigger man's note. Some more 45 rounds. We'll go ahead and flip through and find that note. Sorry about that. Triggerman's note. Every week we stop by the theater to see if anyone will show up. It's a waste of fucking time. Ain't no one but us left. But if we find this capo, maybe it'll get the boss to leave the goddamn vault. Staring at these screens all day has become a fucking obsession. So it seems like most of the triggermen that are under the boss is pretty fucking, they're done. I mean, hell, they're probably tired of all the shit they're having to go through, especially someone that has a paranoia obsession. I mean, that's just how it goes. Going ahead and flipping back, and as we exit, we find 2 more trigger men. Woohoo! Go ahead and use VATS to get a good one, and causing him to contort his body and do a front flip, baby. Front flip! Haha! That's so good. Find bottle caps, 45 rounds, you know, same old, same old. But seems that where we have to go is pretty far. We'll go ahead and fast travel there. See how it goes. We'll just fast travel to somewhere close. But as we show up, we start the quest fire support. But we'll have to do that one at another time. Right now we're gonna focus on the quest at hand. We go through the alley. We walk over a abandoned car, and as we do, we discover Shroud Manor. Looks like a nice 2-story, really nice building. To be honest, it doesn't really look all that bad. As we look over to the left, we see the Brotherhood of Steel duking it out with some ghouls. I had thought about going, but decided not to. Alright, as we enter Shroud Manor, we get a new quest objective, is to find and kill the mob boss. Which we open the bookcase to find a hidden door. Ooh, a hidden door. We open the door to find the staircase, which is typical, should have known. We slowly cut down the staircase and open another door to find another trigger man. 2 trigger men, actually, which they all take pretty simple hits. It's not too bad. Find some more ammo. Check upstairs just to see. Nothing much, a few desks, a few terminals, not too much. Alright. Go ahead and open the door. We find looks like a small office. We walk over to the terminal. We use the Shroud Manor terminal password. Welcome to Robco Industries Terminal Link. Remote door control. Locked. Unlocked door. Unlocking door. And as we do, we're able to unlock the vault. The sounds of everything clicking together, and it swings open to find, holy shit, that's a lot of pre-war money. Find all that good stuff. We'll have to check all that out in another video. I'll thoroughly take a tour of this. Alright, we go in to find Candy, which is a little harder than most of the trigger men. Took her 2 hits. But we find not too much. She seems to be ghoulified. So she must have been alive for quite some time. The last quest objective is to activate the workshop. You can now use Shrouded Manor as a workshop. And as we do that, we complete Shrouded Manor. In my next episode, we will definitely have to take a tour of Shroud Manor. I'll definitely show everything throughout here. We'll get a thorough look at everything, make sure everything's all good. But thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe, man. So I really appreciate it.